live. Okay.
All right,
Shalom.
Shalom.
First and
Shalom.
foremost, we're to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh,
Yahweh
Yahweh,
and
Ba'Shem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahshua.
Yahweh Shai,
Yahushai,
Ba'Shem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakwadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who teach and rule well. And salutations to the elect out there listening and learning. This is Brother Barak.
This is Salah.
Brother Noah.
Yeah, what's up, brother Zanar?
And we're going to be doing a lesson on an MOTB update. So if you want to start bringing out these scriptures before, if you guys want to go, I have a uh, a a news article I'm gonna bring out. So just bear with me. Uh, uh, so we got this guy, right? His name is Nolan Arba. I don't know how to pronounce it, but um, this guy who took the MOTB, right? I believe you had another article um talking about that man. He had a white beard, and he also got like a brain chip. So I'm gonna look that up, man. It's let me find this. So because I don't know if you guys have that, but there was this man. But if you actually look at the meaning of this guy's name, I believe his name Nolan actually means famous. Like the brother, I believe is Gabar War. He was breaking it down, and this is part of prophecy, man. You know, this is the MOTB right here. It's not the name JC. It's not the name. It's not sleeping with the white woman. No, this right here. You know, this chip right here is the MOTB, man. You know, and it's gonna come in different forms, and you're gonna have it do all sorts of miracles. It's gonna help paralyze people. It's people are gonna be able to download different skills in their brain. It's gonna be able to get rid of people's diseases. But this is the ultimate test. To see if you follow the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, to see if you have faith in Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. But this man is through, man. This man is already destined for destruction. And as you can see, this man was the. They say he's the first man to take it. But you know, this man's through, man. So if you guys want to bring out some precepts right now,
Oh yeah. You want to go first, Sola? Adrian, you go first.
All right, yeah. All right, give me a moment.
and someone, if you can you get that article of that other guy that took the chip, the guy with gray hair? Y'all know what I'm talking about? The guy with long hair. There was another man that took a chip as well. I think it was the second guy now.
Oh, I got a precept.
Yeah.
Revelation 13:16-17. And he shall cause all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell, save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name.
That's right.
Hey, that's right. And we're gonna jump back to verse 14 in the same chapter of Revelation, chapter 13, because it goes into his miracles, and it says here, and deceiveth them that dwell on the earth by the means of those miracles which he had power to do in the sight of the beast, saying to them that dwell on the earth that they should make an image to the beast which had the wound by a sword and did live. And it's talking about the Roman Empire when it's talking about the beast that had the wound because they went down to around the 400s and they came back around the late 1500s too, or Slovakia. They came back around the late 1400s, but which is called the Renaissance, or aka the rebirth, man. And what they bring back, they brought back their philosophies. And that image is not talking about the image of Cesare Borgia, but it's talking about like their way of life, their way of thinking, man. Which goes all the way back to what that the fruit that Eve that wicked vile fruit, that vile demonic energy, the philosophies given by what serpent, which goes into sorcerer, which is I believe it's Nahash in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, and it wasn't just and that serpent was a man. It wasn't a little snake, and that man today is Esau, and it wasn't just one serpent or sorcerer. No, it was a group of people that taught Eve this philosophies, but Eve didn't take heed to the Lord. She got seduced. So and now we're seeing all that come into fruition today. It's seeing it as what the mark, this micro C hip.
And
Yep.
you also got this devil. He's basically like, you know, as you can see right here, you got this guy, the first guy who took, or supposed the first guy who took this chip or this Neuralink. Um, it actually he's going on podcasts like Joe Rogan, you know, and you don't just go on podcasts like that like out of nowhere. They're pushing this, you know. They're starting to push this. Yeah, don't be surprised if they start making this shit, you know. They're gonna push it. We know they're gonna push this out. This devil's gonna push this out, but like, don't be surprised if they start incentivizing people, you know, just like they did with that, you know what, you know, you know, that jump shot, you know, the Nizzle.
The JAB, man,
Yeah,
man, the JAB.
yeah, that
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
that
I got
C1 Nizzle, cause they were giving out fries, you know, giving out fucking free tickets to the strip club if you take that shit, you know. Hey, go ahead, brother.
yeah, people. So, I was gonna give it another name, but yeah, that's what they're gonna do, right? They're gonna do the same thing that they did with the Crown Royal 19, that Waxon, Flaxon, Maxon, Jackson, if you know what the fuck I'm trying to say. Hey, but basically, it's going to be the same thing with the Karagma. They're going to say, oh, look, we could use it to medically heal people. We could use it to heal people of cancer, which we know cancer is just cells deprived of oxygen, right? Which which basically which ironically which is what that GAB did when the people took it. It deprived their cells of oxygen, which is why their cancer rates start to spike up dramatically, and along with other issues, right? But see, that's the thing with these devils. They're order ab kill. They make a problem, and then they provide the solution as well, man.
And
no.
go ahead, brother.
Yeah, I got a preset. Second Thessalonians 2:11. And for this cause, Yahweh shall send them strong delusion that they shall believe a lie. So yeah, that's what they doing. They saying that you can cure cancer with it, you can cure diabetes with it, you can live longer if you take this chip. No more birth control. That's that strong delusion.
Oh yeah, yeah, that's facts. Cause you know this devil's gonna like do like play into your emotions. You know, they're gonna start putting advertisements on the TV. You know, showing how you can spend time with your grandchildren. You know, yeah, and all this fucking stupid bullshit. If for these heathens that take that shit. You know, and they even got it in cartoons. You know, and I'm gonna pull this video out. You know, um,
Charter City is
I'm gonna pull this video right now. They have it in this cartoon.
stunned by the
So
sudden rollout of Rook Unlimited's most fantastic device ever,
I'm playing it on the screen right now.
the Smart Mark. Throw your other devices away because the Smart Mark is more than just a phone. It's part of you. Use it as cash. Book your travel. And even shoot video. Distribution points are all over the city. And don't let the lines discourage you. The Rook Unlimited Smart Mark is worth the wait.
I never realized how wonderful technology could make me feel. The Smart Mark has brought order to my life.
And the best
So exactly. So they're gonna do this. They're gonna do this like you're gonna start seeing similar shit like this, come out. And you're gonna start seeing these heathens, man. Whoever don't take that thing, like actually, matter of fact, there was this I don't know if you guys are familiar with the cartoon, not cartoon, the Netflix show Black Mirror. right? Um, what's it called? It was this episode where they what's it called? They were putting chips in people's brain, right? And the people that had a chip in their brain, they would see the people without the chip in their brain as how you say it, um they saw them as like monsters, they were just killing them, but they were just regular people, you know. So like this was in this episode of Black Mirror, and they were able to control the dreams you have too, so they can put a woman in your dream, to have sex with you. They can fucking make you see things that aren't there. You know, they can start controlling you, controlling your emotions. You know, this devil trying to be like Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know, but it ain't gonna work, man, because the Lord gonna destroy his ass.
Oh yeah, I got another precept too.
Go ahead, Ak.
Um, Job 20 and 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him, and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So basically, like when Esau, you know what the back of the dollar bills say, right? New World Order. So like when they think they about to fulfill their New World Order, everything is going, like when they think everything is going good and everything's going fine. What Howard Shaw said, like he coming a thief in the night. So yeah, they gonna think like what they say the part of Don Hart had the CD. They gonna think they, oh my God, I'm about to pop my shit. I'm about to have my New World Order. Then here come Howard Shaw about to fuck up shit.
And I had a
This
dream
is what
about
it
them
said.
nukes. When these nukes hit, there's nothing you can do, man, besides pray to the Lord that you're one of the elect and that you get beamed up by them chariots, man. You know, I had a dream, man, and these nukes were hitting, man, and a bunch of people, we all lined up. We started praying to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, and then we saw a light, man, and I believe that was the light of the chariot. But just at the last second, we're gonna get beamed up by them chariots. You might even feel the heat, you know, of that nuke for that last second. You might see the blast. You might get blinded by that blast right before you get beamed up by them chariots. Just for that last second. And in that, and I'm not saying, everybody gonna feel that heat or anything like that. But in that dream I had, we were very, it was very, very close. And I got a precept for this. I'm gonna go into if okay. So this is the book of First Peter 4:18. It says, "And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear?" Okay, so if we're gonna get saved at that last second, even you might even feel or see that nuke right in front of you, right before it hits you, right? You might even feel that radiation for a split second before you get beamed up by them chariot. You know, then what's gonna happen to these fucking evil ass people, man? These wicked ass people, they're done. Nothing can fucking save them. Their muscles can't save them. You know, their fucking money can't save them. Their bunkers can't save them. Because what does the scriptures talk about? Um, I had that. I think it's Jeremiah 50:9. Let me pull that out. Yeah, so Jeremiah 50:9, uh, and it talks about their arrows shall be as of mighty men, expert men. None shall return in vain. And that goes back to them nuclear missiles, man. Those nuclear missiles, they get not gonna leave people. They not gonna leave. They're not gonna spare anybody, man. That's why the scriptures talk about. Um, I believe. Here, let me pull this out. Uh, yeah. So, book of Second Esdras 16:28. It says, For of a city there shall be 10 left, and two of the field, which shall hide themselves in the thick groves and the clefts of the rocks. So this place is gonna be like desolate, man. Nothing's gonna be here. That American dream, that shit's over, man.
Hey, brother, and one thing I like to mention, when you had that vision that the Most I gave you, that you saw that bright light when them nukes about to drop, and you were praising the name of Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Like I had a vision as well, a while back that like I woke up. I was in this bright room and this bright area, right? And in front of me, I saw the prophets standing in front of me, and I knew that they were the prophets because they're in their garments, they're in their fringes. Now I don't know if we were inside the chariot or not, but I had this really good feeling that I think we that we might have made it. That we escaped judgment. And I have one precept to bring is this is First Thessalonians chapter 4 verse 17. Then we which are alive and remain shall be caught up together with them in the clouds to be met with the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai in the air, and so shall we be Esalaki, and so shall we be and so shall we ever be with the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai.
That's right.
Hey, that's why Lord willing, we are those elect men that's gonna be met up with the Lord, man, and with the outside in the air, escaping this judgment, man. Man, because if you don't have the covering cast of the Lord, man, if you're not part of the elect, you are quite literally cooked. You are going to be cooked in Babylon the Great. That's that's gonna be that sacrifice on the Basra.
And I got a preset after you up.
Go ahead, brother.
Oh yeah, Isaiah 26:20. Come, my people, enter thou into thy chambers, and shut thy doors about thee. Hide thyself as it were for a little moment, until indignation be overpassed. So it's talking about when we be beamed up in them chariots, you know. And was that Revelation 13, or was that 15 when he said he seen them that had gotten the victory over the beast and his image and his mark?
Let's get that so we don't butcher that scripture.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But yeah, Isaiah 26:20. That's it. Yeah, when we be hopefully we be beating up in the chariot.
Yeah, that's
Chariots.
Revelation 15:2.
Yep.
You're talking about the sea of glass scripture, right?
Yep. Looking down on Babylon the Great.
Mhm.
Uh, all right. Yeah, it was Revelation 15, verse 2. And I saw, as it were, a sea of glass mingled with fire, and them that had gotten victory over the beast, and over his image, and over his mark, and over the number of his name, and stand on the sea of glass, having the harps of Yahweh. That's right, man.
That's right.
So when you're gonna be in them chairs, man, that's gonna be the second covenant, man. That's us gonna be the new spiritual bodies where we will never sin again, and when we come back down from the chairs in the new spiritual bodies, we gonna beat these nations to fucking powder, man. As the
So
elder Apostle Tar puts it.
another thing, so you know about the wilderness? You know about that, right? So can you go in depth? Like, do you know about that? Like, cause I'm
If I'm
still
not mistaken, I believe the brothers taught, speak of the wilderness is going to be, like other, like the other countries where Israel scattered, like South America.
okay.
It could be one of them,
Okay.
or wherever the remnant of Israel that's going to come back. That will be considered the wilderness because Elder Apostle Tahar he did mention that there are a lot of other Israelites in like Canada and South America.
And
Like,
and that's a really great point because you got guys saying, and we always bring this out every lesson. You guys saying that boat these these boats are gonna come pick people up, and man, like that's completely bugged out because like first of all, if there's nukes everywhere, they wouldn't even be able to send boats like that. And second of all, there's these very desolate places where the elect were actually you know uh scattered, like the places you never even heard of but there are some elect men scattered across these places, and what is that, and what is that scripture, the scripture about um here, I'm gonna get that about it. I think Yahweh should talk about here. About the sheep. Here, let me get this out. So I don't want to butcher it.
Brother, and if you let me speak for a little bit, so you know when people say actual boats or ships are going to say people will have a cut right here. This is Second Ezra chapter 15, verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. So let's say you like you all the way in Colorado, or you in another city that's like far away from the port, and you're trying to get to that city. Well, it's gonna be difficult for you because why? There's gonna be fucking checkpoints everywhere. How the fuck are you gonna get through gonna get through these damn checkpoints? It like, let alone you halfway across the country. How you get to a damn port before the nukes in like fucking 10 minutes, man?
Yeah.
That makes no sense.
Yeah, because
That,
there's that nuclear fallout that people are gonna feel too. It ain't gonna be no fucking some fucking like all fun and games. Everybody get picked up by a fucking ship. It's not gonna be no video game. And I was going into the parable of the lost sheep. You know, and basically you know it says here. Let me see. Let me pull out this. So Luke 15:1, and it says, "Suppose one of you has 100 sheep and loses one of them. Doesn't he leave the 99 in the open country and go after the lost sheep until he finds it?" So we're gonna have elect men, scattered everywhere, man. And where are these boats gonna be? How are these boats gonna just go pick everybody up? Especially when you got some elect men living in the inland of the United States. These guys ultimately, and I always say they just have they lack in faith in the Lord because they don't believe like such a miraculous thing that the Lord can send up chariots in the clouds to pick everybody up. You know.
and another precept box. This is Amos chapter 9, verse 9. For lo, I will command, and I will sift the house of Israel among all nations, as corn is sifted in a sieve. Yet shall not not the least grain fall upon the earth. Meaning what? He's not going to miss any of his elect members, especially with the nukes. It's not going to be like I forgot about. No, no, they're all going to be saved at once simultaneously before these nukes hit, man. And these people don't fucking believe that, man. Then guess what? Their asses gonna be cooked. That's it, man. They're gonna be get cooked by what? These nukes or whatever kills them before the nukes hit.
And you got a lot of
However the Lord.
guys. You got a lot of guys. Speaking of like these dudes, like Genesis Israelites, trying to make over here making fucking music videos, you know, trying to be rappers, trying to sell fucking, you know, whatever, man. Like the thing is, man, like if your mind is really on this truth, like you ain't gonna try to do all this childish shit. The scriptures talk about, when I became a man, I put away childish things. So, you know, you ain't gonna try to do all this fucking stupid, rapping bullshit. Making music videos like these people, man. They think a lot of these guys, man. Some of these guys, they think that Yahweh Shai could be coming back in another 1,000 years from now. You know, and and that's the thing, man. We seen the prophecies, come out. We're getting close to the end, man. You know, and the Lord can speed things up every second. You know how like sometimes brothers say a lot like brothers like when things are going down like really bad, things this time starts being slow, right? Like it, it, or like when this shit hits the fan, it might come really quickly, and then like we're gonna in those moments it's gonna feel you know we're gonna have to endure those moments. You know what I'm saying? It might feel slow, enduring that pain, but but we're gonna be how you say it's gonna be a glorious thing when we see these chariots come back. We're gonna be like it was all worth it in the end. You know.
And brother, and we know what the scriptures say, right? Right, and let's get this out. He, he that all right, so this is the book of Matthew chapter 24, verse 13. But he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved, right? So so us enduring all these things, man, all the way up until the end of Jacob's trouble, right before when the nukes hit, man, you know, and us constantly believing in the names of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man, and if we be of the elect, yeah, then yes, we you know we could be saved, but you know, by them chariots, you know, while the rest perish. Why? Because they didn't believe in the prophecies, they didn't believe in the name. Amen. And ultimately, they didn't have the faith in Yahweh Bashim Yahshua. And these people, they did not adopt the Lord's mindset. Their mindset was still what, on carnal, fleshly things in this world. That's why they believe in stupid shit like the ships, because they believed in Pharaoh's armies rather than the strong one of Israel. And let's also get that, because really these motherfuckers trust in Egypt if they think fucking ships will save them, man. That's all it is. That's just a simple expose right there. And this is the look of the book of Isaiah chapter 31. Woe to them that go down to Egypt for help and stay on horses and trust in chariots. And that's talking about Pharaoh's actual chariots, not the chariots of Israel, because they are many, and in horsemen, because they are very strong, but they look not unto the Holy One of Israel, neither seek the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai.
Yeah,
X.
and you know, that goes back to what I was saying, man. You know, a lot of these guys, they like being under. You know, sometimes Esau will play these little tricks too. You know, giving people, you know, stimulus checks, and make it like, and you know, trying to be friendly, and then Jake just fall for it, you know. And we never supposed to trust this devil. You know, the scriptures say never trust thine enemy. You know, which was actually going to be the topic of this lesson, but we're doing, you know, the topics such as this lesson is pertaining to the, you know, the mark of the beast, you know, mainly, and these nuclear missiles. But you know, it, we not supposed to trust this devil, man. So he's gonna come. He's gonna come in wolves and sheep's clothing, you know. And matter of fact, let me get that scripture. Matthew, book of Matthew 7:15. It says, "Beware of false prophets, which come to you in sheep's clothing, but inwardly they are ravening wolves." And we see a lot of these guys, man. You know, they say they're in the truth. You know, they, but man, you can just feel it. You can just feel it's like something's fucking wrong. You know, so a lot of these guys, man. You know, and to say, like, you know, just so somebody, how do I say, come into the, you know, they might claim they're in the truth. You cannot. You gotta use your discernment. You can't just fucking, you know, you can't just be like, oh, okay, you know. There's a lot of people like this, man, and the scriptures are telling us right here. If you believe that everybody's a good person, you know, you are fucking, you're a very naive person, you know, because there's a lot of these guys, and they think, you know, everybody's a good person, or if this guy's saying this name, you know, he's a good person, you know. You got to use your discernment, man.
And I do have a precept for that, Ark.
Go ahead, brother.
So every man thing they're right. It says here, this is Proverbs chapter 21, verses 2 through 4. Every man is right in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh pondereth the hearts, meaning with their minds. To do justice and judgment is more acceptable to the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh than sacrifice. And high look and proud heart, and the plowing of the wicked is sin. So yeah, yeah. So yeah, you know what Brother Brock said, man. Like you, like the Lord, like these people, like Like they might think, oh, no one's gonna see me, or they might think what they're doing it will be righteous in their eyes, but no, the Lord sees their true intentions, man.
Yeah.
Like 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 the Lord sees what you're trying to gain, and who put them thoughts in your mind in the first place. That's
Hey,
right.
Adrian. I mean, brother Salah. Yo, can you guys hear me right now?
Yep.
Yeah.
I was gonna say you guys should bring out the precept that says the Lord's eyes are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
Yep. Let me bring that out. So this is the book of Ecclesiasticus 23:19. You want to read this, or you want me to read it?
Oh, you can read it.
Okay, so such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun, beholding all the ways of men and considering their most secret parts. And yeah, man, a lot of these heathens, man, a lot of these guys, man, if they ain't in the truth, they're gonna get so scared when they see Yahweh Hashem Yahushai coming back, with them flaming eyes, man. You know, them flaming eyes, ready to destroy this fucking place. You know, cause the Lord sees everything. He sees all these fucking wicked things happening, you know, that have come to light and behind closed doors. You're only seeing the top of the iceberg, man. You know, and I'm gonna pull this scripture out, not scripture, Salakia, like just, you know, image. You only seeing this much. Look at imagine all the wicked shit these devils are doing, they're keeping in secret. And everything's gonna come to light. Yeah, and the Lord's seeing all that, man. We might not see it, but the Lord's seeing everything. So he's I know the Lord eager to destroy this place, man. You know, it's gonna be great because the Lord laughs at the wicked, man. You know, it's gonna be.
I got a
Go
precept when you
ahead, go ahead,
finish.
brother.
Isaiah 47:3. Thy nakedness shall be uncovered. Yea, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man.
That's right. What that means is the Lord. He's not coming to meet you as a human. No, he's coming back in his angelic, godlike form, which is the second covenant, which is what the elect, man, the 144,000 are going to receive first, and then the rest of the 1/3, man, those are going to be new governing bodies that's going to rule the
That's right.
world. All right, and what's that? That's all part of this new song, man.
And I know y'all seen all them countries starting to rise up against her. What against that great whore? What is the beast? I hate the whore. Yeah,
Hey,
bro.
hey, let me read you something from the book of Obadiah. This is Obadiah chapter 1, verse 7. All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is no understanding in them. Yeah, and they ain't no more and they ain't no more understanding. Meaning what they don't. They don't. These motherfuckers don't see eye to eye no more, right? Why? Why? Because they're at their wits end. They're at the end of their rulership. So what are they doing? They're scrambling. They're making harsh decisions. Ultimately, these harsh decisions are going to lead to World War III because it's leading to what division, man. Man, like America, man, they basically screwed over Europe, and then with these tariffs, man, it's causing what was it causing? It's causing these other nations, to come together against Babylon the Great. And then once they come together and they roll up that micro C up, it's over, man. America is literally gonna be cooked. They're gonna say, fuck America, fuck Babylon. This third world rule, they're gonna push that button, and then and then America is going to be destroyed. And once they do that, right after the release of the Micro C hit, man, then that's when the elector is going to get beamed up in them chariots, and then that's when we receive those new spiritual bodies.
Exactly, Ak, and when it's crazy because it's like when them chips be made mandatory, bro, it could be a week, it could be 2 weeks, it could be 2 months. But we know after that, man, your house shot not too far away.
Yeah, and
That's a fact.
it might feel long during that time, you know. The Lord might make it. You know how we say sometimes things that things are speeding up. You know it's gonna be like what was that, like the birth pains. You know what I'm
What do you
saying?
say?
And those
You right.
those last seconds, those last minutes on that clock, you know, it might feel like a long uh a time. People around us are gonna start going crazy. People are gonna be taking that chip, but after we get through those last seconds, it's gonna be an amazing time.
What do you say? For the lake's sake, those days shall be shortened.
Yes.
Man, you about to be crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
GT.
for these heathens, they're not gonna know what's going on. You know, they're not
Nope,
gonna know what's
they
going
not.
on, man. Yeah,
That's
this
why I
is
said wisdom crieth on the streets.
yeah,
Yep.
Talking about the brothers.
And it says it in the book of Proverbs 16, 2, all the ways of a man are clean in his own eyes, but the Lord Yahweh Shem Shai weigheth the spirits. So ultimately, like everybody in their own heart believes that they're doing the right thing, or they think they're clean, but in reality they're not. You know, and if you go
Right.
to a lot of these people in these congregations too, they think they're all like, "Oh, we're doing the righteous thing," but in reality, they're full of shit.
yeah, and I'm gonna pull. I don't know if you guys got any other precepts. I'm gonna, or because I got one final precept, but you guys wanna go right ahead.
Wait, I got another precept.
Go ahead.
One moment. Revelation 20 and 4. And I saw thrones, they sat upon them, and judgment was given.